Hey everybody, Chris here, Four Directions Bushcraft. Just hanging out. I want to do start another project today. And sorry I broke what was left of my tripod, so this is going to be a point of view picture or point of view video. Anyway, hopefully I'll get it fixed. But anyway, what I want to do is I want to bring you along on this little project that I'm working on. I got this fatwood here, and I want to form it down, and I want to get it into a handle because I'm going to put one of these ferrocerium rods in the end of it. I'm just going to drill a hole down there. It's really simple. I mean, drill a hole down into it, and I'm going to put some adhesive down in there, and then you'll have a fire steel with a fatwood handle. You can just shave the fatwood right off of it and use your fire steel to light it. So essentially it's going to be just like this, but with a fatwood handle instead of a deer antler. So what I want to do is I want to baton some of this off of here because this is pretty thick as far as the handle goes. I want the handle to be a little less, a little more manageable. I'm going to baton some of this down and we'll show you how it looks after that. That's some good fatwood, by the way, huh? I love fatwood. I'm addicted to it. That whole thing. Nothing but fatwood. Anyway, let's get started. I'll show you. So because this is going to be point of view, I'm not going to be able to show you what I'm doing. So basically I'm just going to baton this off, this off, this off, and this off, and square it up, and then I can shave it down into a round handle, a little more manageable. So I'll show you what that looks like next. So while I'm playing around with this fatwood, which is beautiful, I figured I'd let you in on a little accident that I had. Apparently, collecting fatwood does not come without a price. That is what I did with my SP8 machete, collecting that. Bounced right off the log and hit me right in the forearm. Got me 4 stitches yesterday. Not too bad, but always remember where your hatchet is and where your arm is. Lesson learned. That would be one of many.
Look what cool things I got.
Those two I got from my Mora SP8 machete. Be careful with your knives. Alright everybody, so we got this kind of shaped up. I'm just going to round this edge off, and then I'm going to drill a hole into the center of it. But essentially that's going to be our handle. I'm going to drill a hole through right here as well to make a lanyard for it. But anyway, that's almost our shaped up piece. I got a couple more rough pieces over here that I'm going to make into some more fire steels. But this one's the one I have furthest along. So once I get ready to drill this hole, we'll turn you back on. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to start with a small bit. We have our ferrocerium rod here, and it looks to be, this might actually do it. We might want to switch to because you want to do a pilot hole first. Drill your pilot hole first. I don't think this I don't think this will crack because it's so resinous and so dense. I don't think it'll crack, but start with a smaller bit, and we're just going to drill a hole right through the center of that.
I got it, Dad.
I know, boy. Here you go. Hold on. Start slow. Okay, go ahead. So now we started on, now we got the bigger bit. Go ahead, Brandon. Okay. We just drilled that out. And then we will see, we need to go one more up. So we'll just start over and go another one up. Another one up in size. What's this going to be? 5/16. So we'll switch to the 5/16 and drill it big enough again. Once we get this drilled and fit, then we'll turn it back on. So anyway, now we have the 5/16 drilled out in there. It's a little off center, but that's not going to matter any. And it fits perfectly in there. It already fits to where it's not even going to come out. We'll put some adhesive in there. I have some liquid nail up here. We'll put some liquid nail in there, seal it around, and let it dry for 24 hours or however, you know, it's going to stay in there forever. So now we'll just let it dry, and we'll drill a lanyard hole in here. So one thing you want to do when you have your fire steel is lightly roughen up the surface of it that you're going to put into your piece of fat wood. That way your glue will bond to it a little easier. And then also you want to fill up your hole, not all the way up, but you want to fill up the bottom of it. Just put a little bit of glue in there first and then squish this down. Some of the glue obviously is going to come out, but it'll help seat in there. Those are just two little tricks so your fire steel won't slide out of there during use or anything like that. It'll stay in there a little better. My liquid nails in there, and liquid nails is not it's not translucent like the super glue. So what I did is I seated the ferro rod into the fat wood with the liquid nail, and then I just rubbed a thin layer around the top and rubbed it off with my paper towel. So what I'm going to do is, that's had a chance to dry just for a second, and what I want to do is I want to put a thin bead of super glue just around the edge here for some extra security, and that'll dry translucent enough to where it won't make your ferro rod look like crap. I put my ferro rods through hell, and I'm really, you know, I throw them around, so I like to have an extra little security there. That way it's not flying out. You know, it's hard to get the top away from looking like crap unless you sand it down and everything once it dries, and that's an option. But I just put a bead of super glue on top of it, and then we're going to let that dry, and that'll be the end of it. Keep going. There. And there's our lanyard hole. And save all your shavings, because this is awesome fat wood, so we're going to save all those shavings and use those, of course. And then I can just put a piece of paracord through there, and I'm going to seal this up, and that'll be your fire starter. All you have to do is, you know, I left the handle fat, obviously, and a little oversized, and obviously that's for a reason, because you're going to be shaving this off and you're going to be using it for your fires. So you have a lot of fires there, and that's a quick way to make yourself a fat wood or fat lighter fire starter. So thank you for your views,
comments, and support.
and we'll see you on the next one. You guys have fun out there.